One of the fundamental problems with those men and women who already have everything, who are literally in the possession and acquisition of not only higher education, superior qualification, but also unconditional advantage and accessibility and favor and fortune and resources and wealth in their lives, which is neither necessary nor do they need it, will eventually accept everything and anything that the state does to them, that the country and its toxic, corrupt politicians and governments do and execute. They won't oppose to anything, they won't challenge any social laws or destroy any cultural norms or public practices because they themselves are engaged in it, because they themselves are not only self obsessed but also entertaining as many distractions, dramas, comforts, and relaxations as they possibly can, not only so they do not have to face the pains and hardships and difficulties of reality, but also to be able to kind of escape and to continue escaping from all the meaninglessness, nihilism, pessimism that both existence and life bring to them and epitomize before them in one way or another. That is the thing we need to try to understand, that the more we have, the softer and weaker we become in terms of psychology, mindset, perception, behavior, clarity, authenticity, all fades, it all dilutes. The more we engage other people's demands, the more we live up to and kind of try to fulfill social dictates, outside norms, public suggestions and guidelines in one way or another, because society always tells us to be good, to be communicative, interacting, social, and to basically always stay humble and low key, but that is the only way. We are criticized and rejected from the places, because the more we give in, the more our identity erodes, and the more compromises we make from our core character for all validation, attention, approval that is inevitably meaningless, hypocritical, stereotypical, the more we degenerate, degrade, deteriorate to the point that those qualities cannot and will never come back to us, and will continue to struggle with the same problems as we always have been in one way or another. That is the thing we need to try to understand, that the privileged people are not really free or so authentic. They are victims and prisoners to all they have and to all they don't have, because they need more, because they kind of desire and lust, and basically they go for more things even though they don't need it, because they're always eating and traveling to escape from inevitably everything that they cannot stand or tolerate, because they do not integrate those things, they do not face and own those things. So the more privileged and wealthy, rich we are, the weaker we will become also. That is what we need to try to understand, that